Ginger and I are taking some of the kids to the zoo, and they are something shocking has just happened between Austin Forey and Joanna Duggar, and it's left fans in disbelief in today's video. We're diving into the tearful moment that has everyone talking what made Joanna cry, and is their relationship on the brink of separation? Or is there a new twist involving another guy tick around to get the full story it's been? Quite a journey for Joanna Duggar and Austin Forsythe since they began. Their relationship, one that many fans have followed with great interest over the years. Fans of the Duggar family have witnessed the ups and downs of the Duggar children as they've gotten older. Married and started families of their own, the Duggar family story is one of strong faith, love, and dedication to family. Joanna and Austin's relationship, like so many others in the Duggar family, has played out in the public eye, and fans have been quick to support the couple throughout their marriage. Joanna and Austin's love story began when they were just 19 and 23 years old, respectively. Two started courting in a typical Duggar manner, following the principles of their Christian faith and the teachings of the Institute in basic life principles. Their courtship was traditional, with limited physical contact and a focus on getting to know one another through emotional and spiritual connection. They adhered to the strict rules laid out for the Duggar children, which included no dating but rather courting and eventually evening marriage. When Joanna and Austin got married, their wedding was a celebration for the entire Duggar family and the fans who have been following their journey since time. The couple has had 3 children, and they have built a beautiful life together. Joanna and Austin's relationship has become a symbol of dedication and commitment, with their fans praising their partnership and their ability to work for challenges together. Despite the cancellation of the Duggar family's reality TV show Count, Joan and Austin have remained relevant to the public eye. They've continued to share snippets in their lives on social media and participate in interviews and podcasts. In fact, just recently they were invited to appear on the podcast of Jonah's sister Jor and husband Jeremy Vallow. The Ginger and Jeremy show. During the podcast, things took an emotional turn when Austin spoke about his deep love for Jonah. In the conversation, Austin reflected on his relationship with Joanna, saying that he thought he had everything he needed before meeting her, but after their marriage he realized that he needed her in his life. He described his wife as the most amazing thing that's ever happened to him, a sentiment that clearly touched Joanna. Ginger and Jeremy posted a snippet of this emotional moment on their social media, and fans quickly flooded the comments with support for the couple in response to Austin's heartfelt words. Joan shared a message expressing her happiness and appreciation from her husband. She posted teary-eyed emojis, demonstrating how deeply Austin's words affected her. For fans of the Dow, this moment was a reminder of the importance of showing love and appreciation in marriage. Many see as an ideal example of how couples should express their feelings for one another. Joanna's tears, seen as a powerful reflection of her deep emotional connection with Austin and her gratitude for the love they share, while Joan and Austin's ship. There has been some speculation and discussion around Joan's recent social media post in January, shared on Instagram, that she had left Arkansas temporarily for a trip with her girlfriends to Colorado. She and her friends went to experience snowmarking, a rare moment where Joanna took time to herself away from family. Fans of the Duggar family were excited to see much in the past. Those who add to the ideal teachings have been known for their roles as hakers and mothers, often putting their own needs aside in favor. Their Joe's decision to spend time away from husband children was seen as a health and personal growth. Summit represented shift away from active teaching, though, which often place sign pressure on WOM prioritize their own children about their own. Joe's post is a refreshing. It's okay for mothers and wives to take time, something that many fans and where half is Joe leaving. Austin, there's no doubt that Joe's decision, the idea of children, may raised important to know that Joanna made it clear she traveled to Colorado to enjoy a snow, something many fans saw as a healthy and necessary break. The idea of separation seems to be a far cry from what Joanna has shared in the past about her family and her relationship with Austin over the years. The couple has been very open about their love for one another, and there have been no major signs of strain in their marriage. So, while it's natural for fans to speculate and wonder, there is no evidence to suggest that Jonah and Austin are facing a breakup or separation. Rather, this trip seems to be a simple case of Jonah taking some time for herself. Why was Jonah crying? What did Austin do? The emotional moment from the podcast wasn't the first time fans have seen Jonah become teary-eyed. In response to her husband's words, Austin's heartfelt expressions of love clearly touched her deeply, and her emotional response was a testament to the deep bond of Courtship. For all 8 years, marriage and 3 children together have only deepened their connection. Austin's declaration that Jonah was the most amazing thing that ever happened to him was a beautiful and public display of his love and admiration for her. For Joanna, it was a reminder of how much the husband values her, something that brought tears in a world where public displays the affection are sometimes are. Austin's sweet words were a powerful gesture of love and gratitude. Is there room for doubt in the world of reality TV and social media? It's easy for fans to jump to conclusions and assume the worst when it comes to relationships. However, based on the information available, there seems to be no reason to believe that Juliana and Austin's parent is in trouble. Any their recent interactions and the way they think about each other only rein the idea that their relationship is strong and built on foundation mutual love and respect. The emotional podcast shared by Junior and Jeremy, just one example of death. Austin Jonah's TE reaction is a reminder that even thought couples love is genuine. It's clear that Austin's words a lot in her response only if their marriage continues to, as the couple continues to share their lives with their followers. Fans will undoubtedly continue to watch. Bry and Austin's territory has been filled with love, and it's clear that their bond is strong from their emotional moment on podcast's decision heal relationship. Love, let's think about Austin's sweet words and Jonah's emotional reaction. Do you believe this couple is truly the picture of marital bliss? Keep an eye on Duggar News as more updates and moments from their lives continue to unfold. When it comes to dating one of Jim Bob Doug's daughters, we've heard plenty about just how strict his courtship rules can be, because the children of the family date with the intent to marry the person they're courting. Jim Bob thoroughly vests any man who has been interested in one of his girls, and even once they get his seal of approval, they have to follow his guidelines. But now Austin Forsythe is coming. He and Joy didn't follow those rules quite as closely as her dad would like. While talking with his sister and brother-in-law, Boston opened up about pouring Joanna in the early days of their relationship, something he wasn't too familiar with because it wasn't the way his family did things, despite the fact that they were also pretty conservative. But because his family had been close with the Duggars for years, he did know that this was the way they did things, and he was willing to get a shot. That meant that all of the days Joy was chaperon, though, and that's when they ended up that are Justin Chap most of Joy and Austin days. They still found way to get Oni and one time together. They wanted to have a private conversation, however, even though that was technically against the rules. We tell Justin to go sit in the truck. I'd be like, hey, we're going to talk. You go over there, Justin, you go in the next room, or whatever. Fortunately, Justin already knew was attracted and had a level of trust and respect. He go along. Fans on a popular D-related crit have been discussing this part podcast And we seem to appreciate the confirmation about the broken. I am not saying they broke all the rules, but this seems to confirm what some of us they did more than prior to marriage. One comment. Austin John Justin, probably when Joy appears on the UN. Podcast 02. She admitted that she broke the rule about Engak. After brother time, and they're saying they're not even supposed to be holding hands. And Pop's like you should probably like. And I'm like looking at my brother. Like so annoyed, but I was like whatever, it's fine. Fans of the Duggar family know just how strict their courtship rules. Our physical affection is strictly prohibited, and they also require chaperone. But in a new interview, Joan Duggar's husband, Austin Forsythe, seemed to reveal they skirted around the rules. How much did Joy and Austin get away with before officially marrying did? Jonah Duggar and Austin Forsythe engage in pre-martial effect with so many children in the Duggar family. Most fans suspect at least a few of the couples engaged in premarital relations to some degree. After all, even kissing is forbidden in serious courtships. The goal is to ultimately preserve all forms of physical affection for marriage. But did Jonah and Austin break those rules? Joy and Austin's breaking courtship rule is confirmed. One Reddit user posted on the platform recently. First, since this is a let me be clear, I listened to Junner in Jeremy Austin and came away finding Germ even more unable than before anyway. Austin talked about Justin being his and Joy Shostin. He would tell Justin to go into another room GH in the truck so he and Joy talk. I am not saying we broke all the rules, but this seems to confirm what some of us believe, but they did more than PL prior to marriage. Some make-out sessions. Something had to have happened to get Jo all form that she announced the morning that she overall. It's to say exactly what happened, unless Austin or Joan directly confirms what happened before their wedding. Fans can only speculated. Some do interview fur rules were broken, while others were, and so certain other read on. I didn't get the did anything more. Joy previously that she marriage, and while she's glad at and first she wishes done so rather than the not shock, even before they got together she was weren't I. Throw level edge, let's be honest. Support girls, I think people are too much in this. They just wanted to have do you think? And down the add your own thoughts and ideas to the discussion in the comments.